D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I just finished the finale of Obi Wan, and wow, what garbage. Oh my goodness, you guys. I mean, the past 5 episodes were trash, but this was just as equal trash. I'll tell you right now. Sorry, I gotta get a little libation for this nonsense. So here's the thing. Was there potential? Yeah. And the fight sequence, the lightsaber fight sequence wasn't overwhelmingly bad or anything like that. It's just the rest of the show is just so god awful that it's like, who cares? Who cares? And they just kept switching back and forth between Obi-Wan and Vader and Reva and Luke, and that whole situation was just stupid all around. Reva is a garbage character. I can see why Disney and Lucasfilm preemptively attacked fans and called us racist, because Moses Ingram is a horrible actress, horrible, absolutely horrible. And if you defend her, I don't get it. I mean, you obviously don't know how to recognize talent because I'm sorry, she's awful, so bad. Yeah, Deborah Chow. Wow, what a disappointment. Maybe she should just stick to one episode in a show, because the directing is bad. The music is even bad. I mean, it's just bad all the way around. But yet you're a toxic fan, because if you think this, I'm not toxic. I just, even if this wasn't Star Wars, it's still no good. It's still no good. It's just bad writing. It's bad writing. Maybe 6 episodes was a bad choice also, because and they strung out some of the episodes too much. I mean, it's just bad. And then some of the choices they make are nonsensical, and I'm all like, why don't you explain this? Like, I don't understand any of the choices that some of these people made. It's like, if you're going to do something, explain why you did it, or show why you did it. Like, it's always show, don't tell. But at this point, I'll settle for tell. Tell me what's going down. And we'll talk about those parts when we get to it, because I'm just like, whatever and everything. Also, they want to act like Obi-Wan is just so freaking powerful in this episode. And I'm just like, what? I don't know. I just don't know. And then the ending is so crazy. And then, like, they prop up these characters that are just nothing. I don't know. All right, let's get into this breakdown. But before I do, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. Now let's get started on this breakdown. So it starts off on Tatooine. We got some Jawas here. Ooh, teeny. And we got this guy, and he's just serving up some water and everything. And then this white guy with a southern accent shoves that dude out of the way. He cuts in line. Nobody likes a cutter. Don't cut in line. It's not play. But he's all like, give me some water. And he's like, but you got a problem and everything? And she's like, I got a problem, white man. And then so because he's like, you can have some water if I got any left. And she pushes it out of his hand, wasting water. And then he runs away, and she walks me. She's like, I want to know about a guy named Owen. And I'm all like, oh, you're so good at this acting thing that you think you're good at. Oh, that's racist. Anyways. So we go into space where they've got this, they're following the ship, and it's, trying to avoid getting shot and everything. This part isn't actually bad. I kind of like this part where they got a little space battle and everything. And Vader walks in on his ship and everything. He's like, increase the firepower, and they're firing and everything. And, Ice Cube Jr., Shanti, he comes in, Shanti. He comes in. He's like, hey, we're gonna fix the hyperdrive's almost fixed. Everybody just hold tight. We're gonna get to Theseus or whatever he says, some planet and everything, where we'll send you guys on your way. Obi Wan goes in and he's like, what's really happening? And he's all like, the hyperdrive is shot. We're trying to fix it and everything. He's like, we're not going to make it to Theseus or whatever. So we're just trying our best. And he's like, what do you need? And he's like, more time and everything. So he goes in here and he's seen all these people and he goes up to Leia and he's all like, hey, Leia, listen, I want to talk to you. And then back on Tatooine, Owen and Luke come into this little shop, you know, did the old bait and switch because we barely seen Luke and everything. It's like, who cares about him? He's a white boy. And he tells the shop owner, he's like, yeah, somebody ruined the thing on the speeder, so we got to fix it and everything. He's like, your uncle is much more patient than I am. He's like, I'm not really patient. And then the water seller comes in. He's like, hey, Owen, I got to talk to you. So then back on the ship, she's like, Lola and everything. And I don't remember, but she's like, no. And he's like, Leia, I have to do this. I have to get on a ship. He's coming for me. This will give them the time that they need. And everybody's like, what's going on and everything. And he's like, and they're all like, hey, he's like, I need to go and everything. And one woman's like, I thought we were gonna stick together. And you're like, bitch, nobody knows you. What are you talking about? I thought we like gotta stick together. Like, get out of here. Does anybody not watch a movie or read a book or anything? It's better when you split up because they can't chase all of you. Oh my goodness. What's his name? Jody, whatever. What a shit writer. Oh my goodness. This show sucks. This episode sucks. Everything about it sucks. Moving on. And then Leia's all like, yeah, I'm a little whiny ass kid. I'm going to run away. Bad actress also. Terrible. You guys that defend her, I don't get you guys, but whatever. She runs off. And then, Mr. Eternal here comes up. He's like, I find it best to just give his space. What are you talking about? This is a shit character. Nobody likes. I don't understand. Like they just okay. Anyways, moving on. And so back on Tatooine, Lars comes up to Beru, Owen comes up to Beru, and he's like, "Hey, Reva's coming. We got to get out of here." And she's like, I'm not leaving my home. I'm not going to leave it to go run in the desert. I'm defending it and everything. He's like, so she pops out because, she's a strong woman and everything. So she pops out a rifle and she's like, we're going to defend our home. She's coming by night. We got to get ready. And I'm all like, what? Okay. Like, you're going up against a Force user and an Inquisitor. But you guys, just so you know, Reva's injured. So she's like at half mast and everything. So then Mr. Eternal, what's his name? Kingo in Eternals. Kingo's here, is sitting here talking to Leia or whatever. And Obi-Wan comes up and he's like, Leia, you have to realize that I have to go and everything. And he gives her this holster and he's all like, she's sacrificed herself, some crap like that. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. The emotional parts of this show are not earned. Nobody cares. I don't care about Leia. I don't care about Obi-Wan. I don't care about none of them. It's all shit. Moving on. So he's sitting here, he's looking at his lightsaber and everything, and he's all like, he talks to Ice Cube Jr. here. And he's like, oh, Shanti, I need to get out of here. And then he tells Oshanti, he's like, you're a good leader. Keep leading them. And he's like, I ain't done yet. I got plenty to do. And I'm all like, that line was deliberate. Maybe you should go back to playing your dad, like a younger, you know what I'm saying? Because Oshanti sucks. Remember when he was on Twitter and the whole Moses Ingram fake thing happened where they lied and said she got all this nonsense happen to her? Remember he tweeted out and he was all like, y'all were mad that what's his face voiced Darth Vader, which is so not true. Everybody loves him as Darth Vader. James Earl Jones. Everybody loves him as Darth Vader, the voice of Darth Vader. No one is upset about him being the voice of Darth Vader. He's obviously not a Star Wars fan. And then he's like, y'all gonna be mad when you find out how my character does. Z-snap. And it's like, no, nobody's mad. Nobody cares. You could go away tomorrow. Nobody gives a shit. No one's gonna remember your character tomorrow. I don't even remember what's his name. What's his character's name? Rookie? Roko Coke? Roanoke. I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, so he back on the ship. So they're firing and everything, and he gets in this little shuttlecraft, and he goes away. And then what's his face is all like, they're all like, a small set of one person is on it, and he's like, Lord Vader, we should continue with the larger ship, because we should destroy the Underground Railroad now. And he's like, no, that is Obi-Wan. We will go after him. And they go after him. And my whole thing is like, because then they go after him, and then they could have done both. The Star Destroyer could have totally went after the Jedi younglings or whatever, Kingo and Leia, and destroyed that ship. And then Vader could have got in his shuttle Tigerian and went after Obi-Wan, because the shuttle Tigerian has hyperspeed speed or light speed. He could have gone to hyperspace and went back to Mustafar on his shuttle Tigerian. It's so stupid. It's like the dumbest thing ever. And you know what else they have, guys? Guess what else they have? Guess. Wrong. TIE fighters. They have TIE fighters. Launch the TIE fighters. This is what I'm talking about. This is why these people are so stupid. They can't even write a fucking show. All right, moving on. So they get Luke in here, and they're like, hey, Tusken Raiders are raiding farms at nighttime. We need you to stay in here. They could add a commentary here, because they like to do that in these shows now. They could add a commentary here. There's been a lot of like farm attacks in South Africa within the past couple of years. They could have done a commentary on that or whatever. Could have done anything. But no, he's like, I'm not afraid. So then they're sitting here, and he goes to Obi-Wan goes and lands on this little planet right here, moon, whatever it is. And Vader goes on his shuttle Tigerian to land on the planet. And so Obi-Wan brings along Lola. Now, you'd think he'd bring along Lola for a reason. Do you know what that reason is? Yeah, me neither. I'll wait for the reason. Don't worry. I'm gonna sit right here and just wait for it, because you don't know why he brought Lola. I don't know why he brought Lola. The writers don't know. Nobody knows why he brought Lola to this fucking planet. Nobody. And they don't explain. He's just, and everything. You're all like, okay, great. Anyways. So then Reva shows up. Oh my God, this is so stupid. Okay, now, so Reva shows up, and they're like, she's here. And then Vader lands, comes out and everything, and there's Obi-Wan. He's ready for him. And so he lights up his lightsaber. It's kind of cool. I just have to admit, though, the lightsabers are very cheap. It's very obvious that this is not digital. This is just literally like a light on a stick. And I'm all like, you guys, if you're not going to put in the time, money, and the budget and the effort and all that crap, why do it? Why do it? Because, well, keep doing it, because I need the content. Anyways, so they start fighting. And I'm going to admit, I just want to say, Kathleen Kennedy was like, prepare yourselves for the rematch of the century. And I'm all like, okay. I didn't feel this was the rematch of the century, but it wasn't bad. I mean, it could have been, in my opinion, it probably would have been better if they just stuck with it, but they kept going back with that Reva thing. And if the Reva thing would have been good, I would have been like, okay, it wasn't bad, but the Reva thing sucks. That part was so dumb. So back on this one, she comes in. She lights up her lightsaber. These two start firing on her. And instead of her whipping out some badass inquisitorial stuff, she's just like, I'm injured. I should be dead, but I'm not, because, reasons. I'm strong and I'm a woman. I'm a woman of color, so I need to survive. And then these two are still fighting. Oh, and then Obi-Wan does this little force push on this big rock and everything. And it starts, but Vader's all like, Obi-Wan, you've got your strength back, but it's not enough, fool. And so they're fighting, fighty, and he touches the ground, and he force pushes the ground to where Obi-Wan crumbles down into it and everything. This little hole. I think you can kind of see him right there. It doesn't matter. He's like, you've got your strength, but you're still weak, master, and everything. And then he just throws a bunch of rocks on top of him. So then Reva, Owen fights Reva with a metal bar because, reasons. Oh my gosh. So they're sitting here fighting, and he's fighting her with a metal bar. And she's got a lightsaber, and he's hitting her. And I'm all like, why are you letting him hit you? Hold out your lightsaber. So she beats him. Oh, and she goes to get, but Luke runs out this little cubby hole out into the desert because Beru gets knocked out or whatever. And then Obi Wan's underneath these rocks and hold it back with the force push, which is kind of cool and everything. But then he starts remembering Leia and Luke and all these memories, and he pushes the rocks off of him. And then he climbs out of the little hole, and he's all like, Vader and everything. So they start fighting again, and he pushes Vader back and lifts up these rocks and everything, which was all right. But I mean, like, this is the thing. What Luke does later on, they're giving to Obi-Wan now. And I just go, listen, don't get me wrong. Obi-Wan's cool and everything. Not this Obi-Wan. Jesus, not this Obi-Wan. But Luke is way cooler. And the thing is, they don't like Luke. The people at Lucasfilms now, Disney Star Wars does not like Luke Skywalker. They hate Luke Skywalker. And they're trying to get rid of him so bad. So they're trying to give everybody else Luke Skywalker's, everything. Like everything he's done. Luke has done shit like this. That's very cool. And the thing is, these writers and most normies don't know about it. So so they're like, oh my God, Obi-Wan's like the strongest Jedi ever. No, he's not. So he lifts that crap up, and then but nothing happens. And then finally, they're fighty. And we go back to Reva because we care. And she's in this little rock area, hunting Luke down and everything. And then they go back to here, they're fighting, and he hits him. He keeps hitting him in the little chest thing. And he's like, breathing heavily and everything. It's in the back, and they're still fighty, and then he goes and he jumps and right across the face hit in the face and everything. And then he comes up and he's like, oh my God. And he comes up, and there he is. He's like, Kenobi. Now this is the thing that pisses me off about this. Hold on, do I gotta all right. So they're with this, when they do this, they're trying to recapture that moment in Rebels where Ahsoka and Vader are fighting. This part right here. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Let me just show you this, okay? So watch this real quick, and then we'll get back into it. So here's what they're trying to recreate. They stop it. Oh, look at that. See, that is when they're doing it. Hold on. And then they just boom, music done. And then it comes back in. Oh, so good. So good. They tried to recapture that. It doesn't work. That's the problem with the show. And I'll talk about it much more in depth when I do my season 1 review, because they're probably gonna have a season 2 because, why not? I need content anyways. I need something to shit all over. And why not do Star Wars? Because Star Wars is great for it. Anyways, but they keep copying crap from past Star Wars. And this is the problem with Lucasfilm right now. They think that all we want, the fans, they just throw in member berries and they think that's what we want. No, that's not what we want. We want continuity that fits together. You don't have to explain every single detail of Star Wars to me. I don't need to know C-3PO's origins. And that's all George Lucas. He did that in the prequel series trilogy. I don't need to know that stuff personally. But you seem to think that that's what us fans need. And the thing about this show is they just keep copying and pasting everything. And that's not continuity. Like the C-3PO is since I brought that up, that's better because at least that's, continuity. This is just copy and paste. This is member berries. This is all you're doing. You're just doing member berries and you're not doing it good. It's bad. It's bad writing. It's bad, execution. It's bad everything. And it's just, and then he's like, Anakin, he's like, I'm no longer Anakin. I killed Anakin. I'm Vader and everything. And so he's like, bye, Anakin. He's like, Obi Wan, Obi-Wan and everything. So then Luke, and then we go back to Luke, and he's running on these rocks and he falls. Oh, and of course, Obi-Wan, he feels this and he gets in the shuttle and then he hyperdrives back to Tatooine. And in true, oh my gosh, I'll talk about it when we get there. So then Reva, she sees Luke, he's passed out now because he fell from the rocks and he's all passed out because he hurt himself. She goes to strike him down, but she sees herself. She gets these flashbacks of Anakin and Vader about to kill her. And she's like, ah! Bad acting. I did better acting there than she did this whole show. And so Obi-Wan gets there in true Game of Thrones fashion. Like he's just zoop, boop. I'm here. He might as well have just teleported. Like that's how fast he is. Oh my God, this show is so stupid. He's like, Luke, I'm here, guys. Where's Luke? And so he's like, what is it? I will check the Dune Sea. You check, the Dune Sea and everything. So they see Reva bringing him home. And she's like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I failed him. I'm a bad actress. Let's call fans racist because I'm horrible at my job and everything. He's all like, you did not fail him. You succeeded yourself or some crap like that. You go, girl. Anyways, so yeah, even her fake crying sucks. Yeah, she's so bad. Character sucks. Actress sucks all around. Even Ewan McGregor's not doing a good job here. So she puts her lightsaber in the sand. I'm like, oh, she's going to bury it. How many lightsabers are on? I think there's more lightsabers on Tatooine than there is in any other place in the universe. Tatooine is it's sand. So let's bury our lightsaber on a planet that's nothing but sand, horrible. Anyways. So, and then, she, and that's the end of Reva right there. That's the end. I mean, she should have died when she got stabbed, through the chest with a lightsaber, but reasons, she's a black woman. You can't kill off the black woman, and she's no longer a bad guy because she redeemed herself because reasons. It's so stupid. This show is awful. So bad. Jody, whatever that dude's Jody, what's his face? You should be fired. Deborah Chow, you should be fired. I'm sorry. All these I don't want a season 2 because this is bad, but I'll take a season 2 because I need content on this show. Anyway, on this channel. So we go back to Mustafar, which is very cool. I love Vader's castle, and he's talking to the Emperor, and he's all like, I did not get him, and he's all like, Vader, I feel like you are worried about your old master. Is this going to be a problem? Because if this is going to be a problem, maybe we need to find some new management. And he's all like, I am devoted to you, my lord, and everything. And he's like, good Lord Vader, and everything. And he goes away, and then it's like dun 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 dun. And I think it's the only time that they played the Imperial March or whatever. And I'm all like, why'd you guys wait this long? It's so stupid. So we go back to Alderaan. Now, I have to be honest with you. I love Alderaan. This is such a beautiful planet. Too bad it gets destroyed. All this is gone and everything. Bye-bye. It's super cute. And she's getting ready. She's putting on her boots and her gloves because she's rock and roll. Yeah, rock out, Leia. You're so badass at 10 with your electrician skills and your fucking stupid holster with no weapon in it. And her mom's like, is that a holster? And she's like, I met some people that died. It's just like, who is it? He's like, and he's like, what's going on here? And she's like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna change some stuff. And I'm like, what do you do? What? Are you a senator now? What's going on here? And he's like, let's change. He's like, we will change things together. I'm like, what are you going to change? What are you talking about, Leia? What's going on? What's going on besides dumb? She's like, who is it today? More cousins? He's like, not so much. And I'm like, what? You don't recognize the ship? Dumb. Maybe you shouldn't be a senator, you little idiot. And she's like, Obi. Well, she doesn't say Obi-Wan. She just runs, and he's got Lola, and she's like, Lola. Lola. Anyways, And he's all like, thank you so much, and everything for everything that you've done. And he's like, you will protect Leia and everything. I'm gonna go, help the rest of the universe or whatever. And he's like, Leia, he's like, you can't tell anybody about what happened, but you won't remember anything because later on, when you contact me and you're like, General Kenobi, you served my father. Oh, which by the way, he just said, contact me at any time that you need me. And he's like, I will, and everything. He's like, by the way, you're gonna die in like 10 years when your planet gets destroyed. Anyways, he's like, don't tell anybody because if they know, it won't fix anything. By the way, memory wipe. He's like, you remind me of your mother with your patience and your kindness, but you remind me so much of your father with your bitchiness and your whole, I can do it because I'm awesome. He's overcritical and everything. This little girl's a bad actress. Anyways, he's doing a bad job too. Yeah. He's like, I will miss you, Leia, until I see you, right before I die. So stupid. Anyways, he flies off, packs up all his crap. He gets this the Skyhopper toy, and he leaves his little cave. He goes to the Lars farm, and Luke is playing in the sand. He's like, he likes to play in the sand and shit. And I'm all like, of course he does. And he's all like, I don't remember what he says here, but it doesn't even freaking matter. It's so stupid. And he's all like, you will protect him. And he's all like, hey, you want to meet him? He's like, sure. He's like, hey, he's like, hello there. And I'm all like, oh, fuck you. Anyways, and he's going through the desert. And then we see the ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn. He's like, finally, took you long enough, fucker. And he's like, let's go do some shit. And I'm all like, are you kidding me right now with this bullshit? And then he rides off into the, rocky area. And that's the end of the season. And thank God, because this is just a big fucking waste of time. The writers are bad at this. Deborah Chow is obviously, she hoodwinked us because we thought she was talented and she's not. We thought, Moses Ingram would pull something out of her ass, like some good acting. She did not. Even with such a crappy character, sometimes actors can pull it out and actually give us something to work with as viewers. But she didn't. This was not entertaining. It was just bad all around. Yeah, and I hated it. It was no good. Yeah, it was just stupid. It's bad. It's bad, you guys. And if you liked it, I'm not saying like you can't like it, but if you liked it, good for you. I just didn't like it. I can't like it. It's just bad. It's bad writing. That's my biggest thing. I can get over a lot of things, but not bad writing. You can't get over bad writing. It's just freaking awful. So, all right, you guys, that's all I got for you with this. It was just bad. I'm going to do a season 1 review as soon as I get a chance to. I got to find some clips of stuff. I got to write some stuff down. It's going to take me some time. I know you're all like, whatever, but what? Hey, listen, I don't care. I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm not a brown cow. All right, hey guys, listen, tell me what you guys thought about this. Did you like this season? Did you not? Well, tell me about this episode. Did you like this episode? Did you think that it was worthy? Did you think that was the rematch of the century? Oh, what a high bar to fill. The century, man. Tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go to the like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys, whenever. May the force be with you. Bye.